Hey guys, welcome to another bonus lesson. So one of the most common questions that SEO That Works students ask me is this: Brian, how do you create all those nice looking pages and graphics for Backlinko? In fact, here's a question that someone recently asked in the Facebook group. So I thought I'd make a quick video that shows you exactly how I do it. Specifically, I'm gonna show you 4 of my favorite content design strategies. Now, I probably don't need to tell you that a nice looking page tends to attract more eyeballs and shares. But before I dive into the material for this lesson, I should give you a quick word of warning. Content that isn't built for your link creators or isn't based on a proven content framework probably won't work no matter how well designed it happens to be. In fact, I've seen dozens of beautifully designed pieces of content fall flat, and I don't want that to happen to you. That's why I consider your content's design a completely optional step. For example, this go-to guidebook by Derek Halpern has a grand total of 1 image, but because it's designed for his link creators, it's performed extremely well. That said, an attractive design can take your awesome power page to the next level. So let's dive into how you can make your content look great with technique number 1, custom post images. You may have noticed that I put a custom post image at the top of each blog post at Backlinko. Not only do these look great and help my content stand out, but you can set them as the featured image for the page. That way, when people share your content on social media, that image shows up and you'll get more traffic. So how do I create these custom images? It's actually really easy. First, I head over to a site called iconfinder.com. This is a site that has really nicely designed images that only cost $1 or $2. Next, I enter a keyword that describes my content's topic. Next, I choose one from the list that looks nice and download a 512 by 512 version so that the image is high res. Now, if you want to use real pictures as opposed to drawings, or just want more options to choose from, you can find reasonably priced images at 123rf.com. And once I have an image, I hire a graphic designer to add some nice text to the image. Now, if you don't have a designer you already use, you can hire a freelancer on a site like Upwork with this script. You can expect to pay about $5 to $10 for a designer to turn your icon into a nice image that you can use at the top of your content. Or if you're a decent designer, unlike me, you can also use a tool called Canva to add text to the icon yourself. Okay, let's move on to content design strategy number 2, custom section banners. Now this strategy is really similar to the process that I just outlined for you. But instead of putting a single custom banner at the top of your post, you include a custom banner for each section of your content. For example, in my Google Ranking Factors post, I use a custom banner for each section of the post. This adds another little design element that helps the post stand out. So how can you make these yourself? Well, first, you want to break up your power page into distinct sections. Second, choose a 3 to 5 word phrase that describes that section. For example, low carb desserts. Third, use the process I just outlined to create a custom image using Icon Finder or 123rf.com. Finally, you just need to add the section banners after each subheading in your post. Now, the only difference between the custom blog image and the section banner is that your section banners will be wider than the custom post image that goes at the top of your post. With that, it's time for design strategy number 3, custom pages. You may have seen the custom design pages that I have on Backlinko, like my link building guide and my keyword research guide. Now, in my opinion at least, these pages look really nice. The only downside of creating these custom pages is that it's pretty complex and expensive to pull off. In fact, it cost me $3,000 to get my single page link building guide designed and coded. And that's one of the reasons that I recommend that most people stick to the other strategies that I outline in this bonus training. The other strategies in this video are significantly easier to pull off and help your content stand out almost as much as a fully custom designed page. But if you have the resources available, here's how you can create your own custom page. First, you'll need to hire a freelance designer on a site like Upwork or People Per Hour. And I recommend hiring someone that specializes in infographic design because they know how to create content that looks nice. But more importantly, they know how to design things that are easy to read. Here's a script that you can use to post on these freelance job boards. And once your design is ready, it's time to get it custom coded. You can either have the designer code the PSD file into HTML if they have coding experience, or you can hire someone else on a freelance job board. So once you get the coded page from your developer, you're gonna need to deploy it on your website. And remember, this is a custom coded page. And that means that the page needs to be built to work with your WordPress theme or existing CMS. So unless you're a coder, you'll probably need to have a developer deploy the page on your site. Okay, with that out of the way, it's time for our last strategy, which is custom graphs and visualizations. Now you may have seen these sprinkled throughout my posts at Backlinko, like the custom graphs you can see here, or this visualization of a concept in one of my blog posts. These custom graphs and visuals are great because they're easy to make and really help your content stand out. The other benefit is that bloggers will use these graphs and visualizations in their content, and of course, they'll usually link back to you when they do. So how can you create these yourself? First, scan your Power Page for any statistics or data that you mention. And remember, these stats don't have to originate from you. For example, in my viral content Power Page, even though I cited statistics from places like HubSpot, I created my own graphs to represent the stats. Next, scan your Power Page for any process or concept that you describe. For example, in my post about SEO copywriting, I talk about the APP formula for blog post introductions. But instead of just describing the concept, I also included a quick visual. Okay, so once you have your data and concepts ready, it's time to get them visualized. And just like the other strategies that I outlined, you can hire a freelance designer to do this for you. Here's what to post to find someone to take care of this for you. Okay, there you have it. 4 strategies to create awesome looking Power Pages, and I'll see you in the next video.